Good morning. I am Lakshmi Pataya MG, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Madhugiri, Tumkur District, Karnataka State. My title is Financial Accounting 2. Now I am discussing the last session of fourth chapter, conversion of single entry system into double entry system. Under this session, I covered preparation of trading and profit and loss account and also balance sheet. So finally, I am repeating the theoretical part about the conversion of single entry system into double entry system. So in single entry system, each and every transactions are not recorded as per double entry system. So the method of collection of necessary information, that is missing information as required under double entry system to prepare final accounts, is called a conversion method. So what are the objectives of conversion? To find out correct profit, to find out true and fair financial position of business, to make accounting ideal and reliable, to measure accuracy of accounting records, to make a meaningful analysis of financial statements, to enable taking effective steps for improvement of financial position of the business, to enjoy other benefits of double entry system of bookkeeping. So the next trading steps in conversion: when the firm desires to convert its books of accounts from single entry systems to double entry system, the following steps must be followed. Step A, ascertaining missing information. Step B, preparing final accounts under double entry system. So step A, ascertaining missing information. The following process of ascertain the missing information, that is preparation of opening statement of affairs, preparation of memorandum bills receivable account, preparation of bills payable account, preparation of memorandum total debtors account, preparation of memorandum total creditors account, preparation of memorandum cash book, and preparation of memorandum trading account, and preparation of memorandum profit and loss account. These steps are involved in step number A. In step number B, preparation of final accounts under double entry system, with the help of the following, with the help of the information provided and ascertained as explained in step number A. So finally we prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet of the concern at the end of the year. So I am taking one problem for better understanding of preparation of trading and profit and loss account and also balance sheet, and finally how to find out the missing information from preparing additional some ledger accounts. So okay, Mr. Mohan started his business on 1/4/2017 with a capital of rupees 1,35,000. He immediately purchased a furniture for rupees 72,000. During the year, he received from his uncle a gift of rupees 9,000, and he borrowed from his father a sum of rupees 15,000. He had withdrew rupees 1,800 every month for his household expenses. He did not maintain any books, but the following information is given. So, sales, including cash sales, rupees 90,000, so 3 lakhs. Purchases, including cash purchases, rupees 30,000, 2,25,000. Carriage inwards 2,100. Wages 900. Discount allowed to debtors 2,400. Salary paid 18,600. Bad debts written off 4,500. Trade expenses 3,600. Advertisement 6,600. So additional information, he used goods worth rupees 3,900 for private purposes and paid rupees 1,500 to his son for examination and college fees, which is not recorded. On 31/3/2018, his debtors were worth rupees 63,000 and creditors rupees 45,000. Stock in trade was valued at rupees 30,000 on that date. So furniture is to be depreciated by 10% per annum. The question is, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31/3/2018 and also balance sheet as on that date. Next, so based on the information, so we prepare total debtors account. So total debtors account in this problem, by cash account 1,40,100, that is cash received from debtors, is the balancing figure. To credit sales 2,10,000. So by bad debts 4,500, by discount 2,400, by balance carried on 63,000. Actually the total is 2,10,000, but wrongly entered 7,03,200. So you okay. No problem. Next, total creditors account to cash account, that is cash paid against 1,50,000 by credit purchases 2,25,000 minus 30,000. So 1,95,000 is the total. So to cash account, cash paid against bills is the balancing figure 1,50,000. To balance carry down, closing balance 45,000. Next, so we prepare cash account under the receipt side. To capital account 1,35,000. To debtors account cash received 1,40,100. To cash sales 90,000. To father's loan 15,000. To additional capital, that is gift from uncle 9,000. So payment side, by paid to creditors 1,50,000. By wages 900. By salaries 18,600. By trade expenses 3,600. By drawings 1,800 per month into 12 is equal to 21,600. By advertisement 6,600. By cash purchases 30,000. By furniture purchased 72,000. By drawings, that is fees 1,500. Carriage inwards 2,100. And balance carry down 82,200. The total is 3,89,100. So next, we prepare trading and trading account for the year ending 31st/3/2018. So opening stock is not given. To purchases cash 30, credit 1,95,000, total 2,25,000, out of which goods used for personal purpose 3,900. So total is 2,21,100. To wages 900. To carriage inwards 2,100. By sales, two types of sales, credit 2,10,000, cash 90,000, so 3 lakh. By closing stock 30,000, total is 3,30,000. The difference is called a gross profit 1,05,900. So next we prepare profit and loss account for the year ended 31/3/2018. So debit side, to salaries 18,600. To trade expenses 3,600. So debit bad debts 4,500. Debit discount allowed 2,400. Debit depreciation on furniture 72,000 into 10 by 100 7,200. By gross profit brought down 1,05,900. Total is 1,05,900. The difference is called a net profit, that is 63,000 is net profit transferred to balance sheet. Next, finally we prepare balance sheet as on 31/3/2018. So liability side, we are entering sundry creditors 45,000, loan from father 15,000, opening capital 1,35,000 plus additional capital 9,000 plus net profit 63,000, total is 2,07,000, less drawings 27,000. So 1,80,000 is the closing capital. There are three drawings: 21,600, 1,500 and 3,900. Come to the asset side, cash 82,200, debtor 63,000, furniture 72,000 minus depreciation 7,200, that is 64,800, and stock 30,000. Total asset side 2,40,000, total liabilities 2,40,000. Next, try yourself. Mr. Arya started his business on 1/4/2018 with a capital of rupees 2,50,000. He immediately purchased machinery for rupees 40,000. During the year, he borrowed rupees 50,000 from his friend Anu and introduced additional capital of rupees 30,000. He had withdrew rupees 6,000 every month for personal expenses. He did not maintain any books, but the following information is given. Sales including cash rupees 1,07,50,000. Purchases including cash purchases rupees 75,000, 6 lakh. Carriage inward 7,000. Wages 3,000. Discount allowed to debtors 8,000. Salary paid 62,000. Bad debts return of 15,000. Total expenses 12,000. Advertising 22,000. Mr. Arya used goods worth rupees 13,000 for his own use and paid rupees 5,000 as life insurance premium. On 31/3/2019, his debtors were rupees 2,10,000 and creditors rupees 1,50,000. Stock at the end of the year was rupees 1 lakh. Charge 15% depreciation on machinery. The question is, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31/3/2019 and also balance sheet as on that date. So these are the references used for collecting the information. So this is the last session. So if some total mistake, if any is, please corrections rectified it. So once again, please carefully learning by conversion of single entry system into double entry system. So what are the objectives and what are the steps to be prepared and how to find out the missing information is very, very important. So without any idea about the preparation of different types of accounts to find out the missing information, it is very difficult for you So first you know the theory and how to posting the debit side or which accounts we are entering. There are different types of accounts, opening statements of affairs be prepared, bills receivable account be prepared, bills payable account be prepared on the basis of information given in the question paper. So we have to prepare. Suppose in all problems there is no need to prepare BR account or BP account. Only relating to information is given in the problem, then only you prepare. First you read the problem correctly, and once again you read the problem, you can underline some important points whether closing balance is given or opening balance is not given, when credit purchases is given, credit purchase sales are not given, cash received from debtors is given or paid to debtors creditors is given, and any missing informations, what is the format of BR account, what is the format of BP account, what is the format of total debtors creditors cash book, and memorandum trading account and profit and loss account. So first we know the format, then it is very easy, and what purpose we prepare, that is also important. So in conversion of single entry into double entry system. Okay, thank you very much.